So welcome to the train room. It's a unfinished room in the basement we use for storage and for the Harpers Ferry layout. The room is about 28 feet by 13 feet at its narrowest point, and the layout itself is about 26 by 13. And here's a quick walkthrough of what we have. It's a twisted dog bone, and I'll show you a diagram. And it basically designed it to depict a couple different places on the B&O Railroad. Most notably the Thompson Viaduct, which you can see right there. And then there's at this intersection where the tracks kind of split apart here, I want to put a point of rocks station, passenger station, which is a notable station along the route. And as we travel along the Potomac Valley, which is essentially my walkway here in between the two different levels, or the two different sides of the layout, the track will pass through a tunnel right here, and that tunnel is at the Harpers Ferry tunnel. And here we have all the track that is currently in place. This is the B&O bridge that you can see right there. And then here is the Shenandoah sub bridge, which is active, but it also has a pedestrian bridge along the side of it. And this last bridge here, which no longer exists, you can just see the stone feet that are underneath it. But that was the original bridge that crossed the Potomac River here. That B&O line heads on out, on up the Potomac Valley, goes through Martinsburg, and then makes its way back into the Potomac Valley and becomes part, actually ends up crossing over and ends up in Cumberland. And so that is what I'm depicting, or plan to depict, here in this turnaround. Right now I've been doing lots of work. This whole extension that you see here, the original layout was just to right there, and then this summer I extended the main line. There will be yard here, and there will be a station, which you can see it's not in its final position, but that's going to be the Cumberland, Western Maryland Railroad Cumberland station. It's a twisted dog bone, and so what that does for me is it allows me to take my inner loop and my outer loop, and they split apart, here to make the town of Harpers Ferry, which I'll locate right here. And then I twist the dog bone right here so that the outer loop and inner loop pass over each other at this bridge location. Put this together over the last week or so, and then I fabricated the two bridges. There's a low girder bridge for the lower part, and another girder bridge for the upper flyover. This is a very nice long gentle curve. It's using 108, use all Atlas track, 108 on the outer loop, and then of course nested with a 99 on the inside. And that comes down a grade of about 2, well actually it's closer to 3 degree grade. It will pass down, go around a curve, the design element, or one of the goals, have a outer loop that is 072, and I was able to achieve that, although the gap in between the two different tables gets a little narrow right there. I have to shimmy through that sideways, but I'm able to access the entirety of the layout without any duck unders, and it does provide a pretty long run for my trains. I can comfortably run 3 trains, 1 train on the inner loop. You'll note that this is a reversing loop as it passes around this section here, and then it splits again, and that all makes that inner loop. Like I said, you come down the grade and you come on into Cumberland, and I have a couple switches on either end to make a really nice long siding that goes down, and so I can bring a passenger train in and have it stop, and you know, load passengers, unload passengers, and if the next train that's on the line, I flip the switch and it will go past the train that's stopped at the station. So that was another feature that I really want to be able to have. None of the track has been screwed down yet. I'm in the process of testing and making sure I have clearance. I have a few articulated engines that I you know, want to make sure that they do not overhang and clip each other. So. Really just a quick run through, quick kind of introduction of the layout, show you where I've been, and give you an overview of the entire room. Still got lots of work to do, but the layout is really a lot of fun to operate. The next update, hopefully I'll have my backdrops for Cumberland put in here. I'll have my clouds done. All of the backdrops are just masonite that are mounted on 4x8s, and so that way they gave the room a little bit more finish than it would have if it was just an unfinished room. But that was the unfinished space that I had available to me, and so I am making the most of it with the Harpers Ferry layout. So I hope you enjoyed this overview of the layout, and look forward to some running sessions and adding scenery. So we've got lots of work to do, but I'm glad that you're aboard, and come along for the ride. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already.